The Hautavirus. Is it a psyop? Question everything.
An urgent evacuation with 3 people suspected of being infected with Hautavirus finally taken off a cruise ship in the Atlantic. Now on the way to get medical care. The World Health Organization announcing there are now 8 cases of the virus stemming from the cluster on board. 3 people have died. The ship and its passengers now in limbo in the waters off Cape Verde. It was due to travel to the Canary Islands next, but this morning, the president there pushing back as global concerns grow about the spread.
Contact tracing is ongoing. Further laboratory testing continues.
Some of the passengers leaving before the outbreak came to light. Authorities in Switzerland this morning revealing an infected man who traveled there from the cruise is now being treated.
I call it predictive programming. Check this next clip.
A new virus killed 3 people on a boat in the Atlantic Ocean. In a Simpsons episode, the Simpson family is on a cruise ship enjoying their trip. Everything is normal at first, music, food, and tourists laughing. But suddenly, passengers start getting sick. High fever, weakness, panic. The ship is locked down and no one is allowed to leave. Lisa studies the symptoms and says, this virus is spreading too fast. Doctors cannot control it anymore. Then Lisa adds, if this continues, it won't stay here. It could spread across the whole world. Fear spreads on the ship. Everyone is trapped. The episode ends with a dark message. What begins at sea may reach every continent. Follow for more explication.
Something smells very fishy here.
Hautavirus Cruise update. They found no rodents on the cruise ship. And you might be wondering, why does that matter? Okay, because the Hautavirus you see transfers from rodents to humans, okay? And it has a 35 to 50% mortality rate in humans, okay? They found no rodents on the ship, meaning the 3 people that were infected, it was person to person, human to human infection, okay? So there is some sort of mutation here. One of the people, one lady who perished, was on a plane. Yeah, she was on a plane a little bit earlier. So now, the World Health Organization is investigating everyone who was on that plane. But if she was on a plane, that also meant she was at an airport.
Something does not sit right to me about this whole cruise ship situation. How is it that we get one video from that passenger on board who was crying and seemed nervous, but it almost feels like he's reading something?
We're not just a story. We're not just headlines. We're people. People with families, with lives, with people waiting for us at home. There's a lot of uncertainty. And that's the hardest part.
We're not just a story, we're not just headlines. Kind of almost looks like he's looking somewhere else as he's talking. And my question is, with 150 people on board and 3 confirmed people who have passed already from this virus, how is it that we're not getting more footage from other people from what's going on inside the ship? I don't know, this whole thing kind of seems off to me. I'm not saying anything for sure, but let me know what you guys think.
For somebody that's been so devastated. He seems happy now.
Welcome to the live. I will be starting answering questions soon. Welcome aboard the Pondius. I'm excited for everyone to join. Please start typing questions. Ask me anything about traveling with ocean-wide expeditions, anything about the vessels, anything about the different itinerary options, about the Atlantic Odyssey, about Antarctica, about the Arctic. Here to answer all of your questions. If you want to see a tour of the ship, if you want me to visit the bridge, I'm going to bring you to an ice cream social that's currently happening. Just let me know. And yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions any of you may have. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Welcome aboard the Hondius here with Oceanwide Expeditions. Expedition leader is Hans. He's great. It's been an amazing trip so far. I'm currently walking around the lounge.
Seriously? So hunky-dory?
We've been trapped out here now for 25 days. You know, in the first week, there was an aid ship that came out. They dropped off some bottles, and some food too, but it's all I have left. It's not even gonna last me an hour. And I don't know what happens after that. I don't know when's the next time I'm gonna see a drop of alcohol. They haven't told us anything. I don't know when we're getting out of here. I'm so scared. I just don't know what I'm gonna do.
Haha, funny. Just kidding. Next.
So they are lying about this virus. I just came across something that is insane. You know how everyone doesn't want them to get off the ship, keep them on the ship, don't let them disembark? Well, guess what? You know, the Swiss couple, the husband, they flew back to Switzerland, they disembarked early, and now he went to the hospital, he has it, they're both in quarantine, they're monitoring her for symptoms. I was thinking, why would they let them off? It's very weird. So as I started researching, guess what, guys? 23 people, not just those two, 23 people got off that cruise at the same time. Many went on to travel to different, continue a trip somewhere else. Many went home. Went to Taiwan, went to the UK, went to Australia, went to the Netherlands, and guess what else? Went home to America. 23 people already got off of that ship between April 21st and April 24th, and we haven't heard a single word about it.
Well. Either they paid crisis actors, or they're paid to gag order, or, and the three-letter agencies just don't give a rat's ass about anybody catching this, if it's true.
Hautavirus is suspected of spreading aboard a luxury cruise ship, and I just want you to think about how many stops that this ship had. Just to catch you up a little bit, in addition to the 3 deaths, a 4th passenger was evacuated to a South African hospital and was in intensive care, and 2 crew members fell ill. This is what people aren't understanding though, right? Hautavirus is most commonly spread by inhaling particles contaminated with the virus, such as dried mouse, urine, saliva, or droppings, right? But there is one strain of Hautavirus known as the Andes virus that can be transmitted from human to human and has been transmitted in Thailand and Argentina. Ship embarked on March 20th, people. It's fucking May! Now think about this. As of Monday, there were 148 people on board, including 17 U.S. passengers. 1 deceased passenger remained on board. Strains of Hautavirus in the Americas are attracted to the small blood vessels of the lungs and make the blood vessels leaky, which is bad because the lungs need air, Chin Hong said. Chin Hong also said that there is no what or specific antiviral medicine for Hautavirus. In the Americas, doctors can help infected people by putting them on a life support machine known as ECMO for extracorporeal membrane oxygenation, which breathes for the patient by oxygenating the blood. Doesn't that sound like a fun time? But as you can see, the first death on the ship occurred April 11th somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean, and the man's cause of death couldn't be determined on board, the ship operator said. The body was transported off the ship April 24th as the vessel docked on St. Helena Island. Wife then became unwell on the trip home and later died. The cruise ship operator was notified of the woman's death April 27th. The same day, another passenger, a British national, became seriously ill on the ship and was medically evacuated to South Africa. That patient was confirmed to have Hautavirus. German passenger died aboard the ship Saturday, and on Monday, the ship operator said that 2 crew members, 1 British, 1 Dutch, had acute respiratory symptoms, 1 mild and 1 severe, but both requiring urgent medical care. At this point, people, I don't even fucking care what happens anymore. But just to give you a little rundown on how things are going, of course.
I want to know who on that cruise ship eating rodent feces and urine, because I'm trying to understand how people get infected with it. People been going on cruise ships for years, and ain't nothing happened. We ain't never had no outbreak like that, but now all of a sudden, we got Freaky Ted on there doing some extra stuff.
You know what it looks like to me? Symptoms are just like the C-19. And if they've been getting sick, so sick that they get unalived, well, maybe they had present illnesses that can affect that. Listen to this.
Like dead ass, I'm in the middle of taking my hair down, but I saw the news about the ship. I've been talking about this for about 2 hours to the people that were listening to me, and I was trying to jog their memory. Do y'all remember when the jab, came to the United States and we had patient zero? I don't remember where patient zero came from. I think it was Africa, something like that. But we know that homegirl was infected. Do y'all remember shortly after that, there was a fucking ship. There was a cruise ship that was stuck in the middle of the ocean. Come on, somebody. I know y'all remember this. If I remember correctly, that cruise ship had some infected folks on there, but they did not want to dock. So they had them people out at sea for a long time with the sea. And then eventually they docked and the whole world shut down. Fast forward to now, we see this cruise ship that's stuck because of this other virus that's going on, right? Something tells me this is going to be much worse. I swear to y'all, before I even saw the news about the cruise ship, I was sitting in the car and I started thinking about this presidency. And I said, every time this man is in office, the whole world gets sick. Other people are sick mentally, physically, or just flat out ill. The world gets sick when this man is in office. So I call him the sick president. Coupled with the fact that we have to run to social media and other sources to figure out what food has been recalled. News about the airlines is coming from social media mostly. When the world was sick the first time, we ate at home. I made homemade meals, homemade KFC, McDonald's as close as I could. I literally saw my family hunkering into place 24 hours before I even saw that clip about this recent shit. And that's some freaky shit to me.
What seems to me is that they're creating a problem and then they create the solution. Both sides are playing the same coin. It's a distraction. It's a psyop. I call it for what it is. You people can believe it if you want. Or you can believe me. It doesn't matter. Do your own research. Take everything with a grain of salt. Videos are being made with AI. People are being paid to say what they say. Come on. Wake up. Do your own research. Go to different platforms and find what is going on. If you wait a little bit, the true answers always surface. And I'm telling you, this is a hoax. It's a setup. They're fear-mongering you. They're trying to get the rest of us to take it. Yeah. Don't fall for it. Stay on your lane. Stay focused. Stay strong. Don't get in line, oh jolly, and take it for a hamburger or a Twinkie or a banana or something.